Definitely a postseason vibe at Chavez Ravine. Hi, everybody. I'm Jim Rodriguez. Welcome to another edition of Dodgers Latest. Man, what a wild night at Dodger Stadium. Hopefully, you were able to be there, experience it as the Dodgers take the Mets to extra innings for the second night in a row, and this time they come out victorious. You can always hit me up on X and on Instagram right down there at JRod Show. Continue to subscribe, like, tell everybody about the channel. Growing every day. Can't tell you how much we appreciate it. All right, so let's get after it. Dodgers walk off the Mets indeed in 10 innings. Remember, that's back-to-back 10-inning games. Great effort by the bullpen last night to shut down New York, and so much to talk about in this game. First of all, it was the return of Mookie Betts. Remember, he had missed pretty much the whole weekend with the Yankees, was out 4 games with that broken toe, was immediately inserted, went from first to third on a play. He had a couple of hits and scored a run. And, of course, did you see him foul a ball off his toe? Oh, my God, that was wild. You know, it's what they say, the ball will always find you. So hopefully Mookie wakes up today feeling okay, and that toe is good to go, playing shortstop with a busted toe. Good to see Mookie out there as well. Tanner Scott, you know, we buried him last night. Perfect 10th inning, ends up getting the win. That's what I love about Dave Roberts, right? He is such a player's guy. You know, guys struggle, he stays with them, doesn't bury him in the media, just keeps putting him out there. Good for Tanner Scott to go out there, 2 strikeouts, pitched a perfect 10th inning, and was rewarded as the Dodgers walked off the Mets in the 10th inning, ended up getting the win. Not so good was Clayton Kershaw, right? Dodgers handed him a 4-1 lead. It was his 4th start of the season, and it was the exact opposite of what happened in Cleveland, right? He pitched really well in Cleveland. It's been the best of his 4 outings, and the Dodgers blew a lead. Well, here, the Dodgers gave him a lead, and he kind of unraveled 90 pitches, couldn't get out of the 5th inning, ended up going 4 2/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, a couple of strikeouts. Just didn't look good in that 5th inning. Totally ran out of gas. Juan Soto took him deep in that game as well. And for Clayton, he said, hey, man, you know, you just got to find it. It's building it up. Remember, it's his 4th start, really his 3rd, because one of the starts against the Mets in New York, he only went 2 innings because of a rain delay. So Clayton, yet to get his first win of the year. Kind of a clunky start. Got to keep an eye on that. But obviously, the man of the hour was Max Muncy, man. I'll tell you what, talk about a guy who has come back off sort of the schneid, off the demise of Max Muncy has been greatly exaggerated. Hits 2 home runs last night, including the game-tying home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. I mean, absolutely killing the baseball is Max Muncy. And I think Oral Hershiser made a great point. You know, for as simple as it is, Max Muncy just isn't missing fastballs. You give him anything up, especially fastballs, he is crushing it. Now, granted, he's hitting changeups. Anything up, he's crushing it. He's still got a sort of a weak spot down and in with the off-speed pitch, but he wasn't hitting those the high pitches. He wasn't hitting any high heat, any off-speeds high in a way. He was missing them or just fouling them off. Now he is crushing it. And I'll tell you what, Shohei Ohtani was the MVP, was the most valuable player of the month, was the player of the month in May. How about Max Muncy? Well, look what he's done these last 7 games. Been on fire. 409 batting average, 6 homers, 14 runs batted in, an OPS of 1.227 over his last 7 games. He has crushed the ball. Remember, he was hitting under 200 as he's slowly climbing back up. Hit his 199th career home run as a Dodger. It's 204 in his career, so his next home run will be a milestone for the Dodger. It'll be a 200th home run wearing Dodger blue. Remember, he hit 5 home runs as a member of the Oakland A's. But for Max Muncy, just absolutely crushing the baseball. Good to see it. Good to see him getting back into it. Good guy, you know, glasses, torpedo bat, say what you want. He is on fire right now. He's not missing the baseball. And again, it's that adjustment, right? He's getting that ball up. So now we'll see how they adjust to him. I saw a couple of bad swings on breaking stuff down and in. Let's see if they go back with that and feed him there and stay away from his happy zone on pitches up. But he is on fire, locked in, not missing anything. Now, speaking of not missing, is Tyler Glasnow. Now, interesting story here. He's saying that he's got no issues with his shoulder. Remember, his last start was April 27th, got put on the IL April 28th because of shoulder inflammation. Okay? This is a guy who's been chronically injured, so you always want to be careful. And, of course, he's in the 5-year, $136 million extension that the Dodgers gave him through 2027. He also got an option for 2028. So, it's early in the season. Guy missed the stretch run, missed the postseason last year with an injury. So you don't want to push him, right? Even though he's got that big contract, even though he's a legitimate, could be ace of this team. So he says his shoulder is fine, but now he's got body aches. He says his back is tight. What's going on here with Tyler Glasnow? Listen, I don't pretend to know. I'm not a doctor, and I'm certainly not getting in his head, but there's starting to be some rumors here about Tyler Glasnow. I know he's frustrated. I know he wants to get back out there. I certainly don't think he's doing this on purpose. Is this more of a mental thing? Because the hardest thing to come back from an injury, it's one thing for a doctor to say, hey, go out there and you're medically cleared. You're good. Your arm is good. Your leg is good. Your knee is good. But it's another thing mentally to say, hey, man, I'm not going to get hurt again. I'm not going to get hurt again. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here because, man, I don't know. I just see a guy who it's not that he doesn't want to pitch. I'm certainly not accusing him of not wanting to pitch. But what I see is a guy who that basically I need to see him getting out there, and I need to see him in helping this team win because what I see right now is a guy that is just not at all producing. He's 1-0, ERA of 4.50. Says his shoulder is fine. Now it's a back thing. Now we got soreness. Hopefully we can get that all straightened out. Hopefully he can get back on the mound. He's on the 60-day IL, not due to come back maybe till the end of June. I don't know if those, we're going to need some rehab starts to build him back up. Between Snell and Sasaki and Glasnow, that's a lot of wins. And more importantly, that's a lot of money that is on the bench. And the Dodgers need to get these guys back out there. All right, speaking of tonight, speaking of a guy who came back from Tommy John, it's the Catman, Tony Gonsolin. He's on the mound tonight, and he'll be drawing Griffin Canning. Now, Griffin Canning, talk about LA roots. He's from Mission Viejo, went to UCLA. So he's going to have people in the crowd. He pitched against the Dodgers back in May 23rd in New York. Got a no decision. Didn't pitch very well. 2 1/3, 3 earns, 4 walks. That was back on May the 23rd in New York. So the Dodgers get him again. And Gonsolin, 3-1, ERA of 5.23. Didn't look very good against the Mets. He lost to them back on May 24th. 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned, 3 walks. He did get a win his last time out against the Yankees Friday night to start the homestand. And as we like to do, the odds and ends, the betting lines, well, if you're looking about who's done well against Griffin Canning career, Mookie Betts. Real curious to see how he responds with that toe. If he's in the lineup, if he's able to come back out there. Mookie's 3 for 8 with a home run off Canning. And then Teoscar Hernandez 4 for 10 with a home run off Canning. In terms of Gonsolin, well, the guy who's faced him the most is Juan Soto. Juan got a home run last night against Kershaw. He's 6 for 15 against Gonsolin. That's a 400 batting average. No home runs, but he does have a double. And he does have a triple. Final game of the homestand in the series tomorrow with the Mets. We'll break it all down. Then the Dodgers hit the road, go to St. Louis and San Diego. Dodgers getting ready. Dodgers keep moving it. They've trailed in 44 of their 61 games this year. 44 out of 61. And yet, they sit atop the National League West. If anything they you can say, Dodgers do keep things interested. Just like we do here on Dodgers Latest. Keep following us, liking us. We're here every day because remember, it's always time for Dodger baseball.